Who wants to be a 13-year-old with chlamydia? I'm going to tell you my story, and this story is probably going to be different to other stories that you've seen out there, but essentially, I'm addicted. You don't know what it's like, okay? You don't know what hardcore addiction is like. You don't know when you're waking up at 1 a.m. after going to bed at 12:45 in the morning, and you get cold sweat, and you need to poop, and it's really awkward because you just don't know what to do with yourself. You just got one thing in your mind, you need to get it, you constantly need to get it. That's what you're surviving for. You live for that one thing. And you don't understand. You don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like to try and have this only one over-encompassing, big-ass thing in your life. I'm gonna tell you what it's like. Because this isn't like one of those pussy-ass addictions out there. This is the hard stuff. This is the stuff that you don't tell your kids or your loved ones or relatives, even the ones that you don't love. You don't tell them this stuff because it's too hard and not many people can take it. So the ones that can take it, they can't take it. They say they can, but they can't even take it. And this is that kind of addiction. This is the kind of thing I'm talking about. This is the problem that we need to solve. Come here now, look, I'm gonna show you what, okay, you go there. You go there, you stay there. I'm gonna show you what, okay, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what this addiction is. I'm gonna show you what I've become in this time. This is real life, and there's real consequences, and there's real things every day that we need to deal with, and this is one of those things. I'm playing Magic the Gathering again. And just look, they're beautiful. Look at all of my cards. They're all in number order. There's hardly any gaps. One gap there, that's it. No gaps here. It's full. And you don't understand. You just don't understand if you've not been in the position to understand what this is like. And the more deeper you get into understanding the nature of the beast, the more you understand. The more you understand. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I am playing Magic the Gathering again. It's a great game. It's a wonderful game. And as I said before, there's metaphors for life in all of Magic. But first of all, for those of you that don't understand or have never heard of Magic, it's a card game. It's a card. There's also a computer version you can play called Magic Arena. It's great. You have cards like this, and there's creatures and spells and other stuff. And what you do is you play them against each other, and you use their special abilities to try and beat other people that play the game. And that's it. And it doesn't sound like it's something that would be madly addictive. It doesn't sound like, it's not like there's a club meeting straight away, and when you join it, they're like, oh, here's a game, have fun playing it. By the way, say goodbye to your life. Not just playing it, not just having to think about it. Where did that fox come from? Not just thinking about it, but you got synergies to think about. You got to play test, and you got to find out what works and what doesn't. You need to deck build. You need to theory craft. You need to get you need to buy a collection of die and spin down counters like that. You need all of this stuff. You need to think about it. You need friends that play it. You need friends. I mean, that's definitely one of the tricky bits for sure. But who needs friends? I don't need friends. Why do you need friends when you've got a Johnny here, being your friend? Why do you need friends when you've got like this audacious thief character? I've got the Cavalier of Thorns. Look, the gang's all here. Scampering Scorcher. When he comes into the battlefield, I get 2 extra friends on top of it. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, it genuinely is. It's fantastic. Mu Yangling as well. Like, she's there. She's chilling out. She's a friend. We go out all the time. Actually, that's a lie. I've never actually put her in one of my decks. So technically, we haven't even really, tapped together yet. But that's okay. Maybe in the future, I'll make a deck which she can be a part of. We can get tapping, we can play some lands, and everything will be a great time. Now, Magic is all about synergy. Different character, monsters, spells, effects, abilities, all of these things, counters on the floor. All of these things lend itself to each other, and some things you can get really strong synergies. Here's an example for you. This card is called Risen Reef, and whenever it or another elemental creature enters the battlefield, you get to draw a card. Now, if you play Scampering Scorcher, it enters the battlefield as a 1/1, and when it enters, you get 2 elemental tokens as well. That means you've had 3 creatures enter the battlefield and you get to draw 3 cards. Now imagine if you had 2 Risen Reefs out, that's 6 cards. And with Risen Reef, when you play a land card, you can, when you use its ability and it's a land card, you can put it straight onto the battlefield, which is mental. Why is it not banned yet? If you have never played Magic, I recommend it. It's fun. It's a good game. It's like Hearthstone, but for men. And it's for women too. The other thing that you need to realise about Magic is there's a lot of stuff that it will stop you from doing. Like, when you play Magic, it keeps you out of trouble. You don't really get in much trouble, you know, when you're with nerd friends doing nerd things. I want you to be safe, and the only way for you to be safe is to not get involved in gangs. They're shit, and if you're in a gang, people will probably think that you're just having sex with all the other boys in the gang too. So just don't go in the gang. Also, underage sex is bad. If you don't want to have underage sex, which none of you should, play Magic the Gathering. Everyone else playing Magic doesn't want to have underage sex. So it'll be great. Just do that. You'll be safe. It will all be okay. Magic is fun. It's fantastic. And in later years, when it's okay, it'll actually act as an aphrodisiac. And you may not believe me, but trust me, you may be tapping lands at first, but after you've tapped the lands, you'll be tapping the ladies. Or the men, depending on your preferences, or if you're a girl watching this video. Either way, you'll make it work for you, I'm sure. Underage sex, bad, STDs all around the place. Who wants to be a 13-year-old with chlamydia? I do not know. I don't think anybody wants to be 13 with chlamydia, although for some people that may be a bit of an accomplishment. But around these parts, it's bad. Bad. Don't be 13 with chlamydia. It's and herpes as well. That shit goes everywhere. Stay away from it. Stay away from herpes. Stay away from chlamydia. I mean, gonorrhea. Oh my days, that shit will stay with you. Play Magic the Gathering instead, you know? And that's good. Top advice there. Top advice. That's a good idea. I think we should make a list of hardcore drugs, and then I can test those out and see if the addiction is similar to Magic. It's such a good idea! What's a drug that, cocaine. Let's put cocaine. Cocaine down. Nice. What else is there? Heroin. Heroin. What other things are there? No, that's every single Class A drug in the world I could. Ket. Let's do some Ket. Can we get Ket? I don't think we can get Ket. We can try though. So we got cocaine, heroin, and Ket. Let's just go down to the shop, pick up some of the supplies, and let's get testing. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you had fun and enjoyed this little introduction to Magic. It genuinely is a really good game. Don't worry, I didn't really do drugs. Haha, fooled you. Clever me, eh? Woo. But yeah, serious note, thank you very much for watching. It's been great having you. And here's a bit of information about Cancer Research UK. Cancer Research UK is a UK-based charity, and they are doing some tremendous things to try and both help the treatment and stop cancer. We don't break records, we beat cancer is their slogan, and they are the official partner of Tesco. So yeah, doing some fantastic things. They have multiple races for life across the UK, all over the year. You can find out where these are taking place. You can search for like different lengths of race, and you can get involved too. So if you do want to do that, please do. I highly recommend it. My girlfriend, she's doing the Race for Life 5K, and I'm very proud of her for doing that. And she's already raised like over £300. So please do check that out. Again, links below in the description. Thank you for your support, and I will see you in the next video.